Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Nelson. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. High power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Sack!
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Jefferson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him, because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown.
Touchdown! A great effort there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Mike 55.
They run the counter now on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Jones sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Saints nothing.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On second down, here's Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one, 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Gibson. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. In now, a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Saints 14. Youngway Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here it comes.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes firing complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Coup now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Saints 21. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Able to avoid him at the 40. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Off play action, Jones. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. In that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Gibson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Jones lets it go for Nelson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
Go, Riggs, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here.
Here we go.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready?
57.
He's checking crab.
49. Check 49. Check 49. 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
That's what I do.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now here's Mahomes. Out to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They run the counter now on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Second and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
15. What you got, Heavy? Get it.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Yellow.
Mike's 50.
15.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Bucs take over first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down inside the 30. 65 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Buccaneers 42, Saints 24.
It's gonna be a long day. Shut up.
Jones operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Not today, you are.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Jones now on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll keep it on the ground. Holt. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Swan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The big fella, the 20, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.